This is a brand new dahlia grown from seed, never before seen, and I'm going to show you how you can do this in your own garden. The first thing you'll have to do is let your flowers fade until they form these dried brown seed pods. Once you harvest the seed pods, you're going to want to let them completely dry out, and then you break them apart to find the seeds inside. You'll find that some seed pods have plenty of dahlia seeds inside, while others seem to have 0 or just 1. They're black, they're small, but once you start finding them in there, you can pick them out easier. It takes a little bit of practice. I save my seeds in this paper envelope. I found them on Amazon, and I store them in a cool, dark place until it's time to start my seeds. Generally, I will pre-sprout dahlia seeds on a wet paper towel inside a Ziploc bag. And I do this right around February here in the Pacific Northwest. You can see that there's roots starting to sprout out of the seeds already. I get the soil moist ahead of time so that I don't have to worry about dry soil down in there. I use a toothpick to make a small little hole, and then you put the seeds in pointy side down, or if you already see the root popping out, obviously the root side goes down. I poke them into the soil about the same length that they are for depth, about a 1/2 inch maximum, and then gently press the soil next to it to make sure it's secure. If there are longer roots poking out already, make sure that root is completely under soil so that it doesn't dry out. The thing about saving dahlia seeds is that not everyone is a winner, so I try and save a bunch and start a bunch, so that it increases my chances of finding a really beautiful new flower from the seeds that I've saved. Any seeds that haven't sprouted yet, I'll put back inside the Ziploc with a wet paper towel and let them try to sprout for another couple of days. I grow these seedlings under full light inside for several weeks, and once they're strong enough, I'll plant them outside. I space my dahlia seedlings very close together, like 6 inches apart, just because I know several of them are going to be pulled when they're not winners in my book. Some dominant traits include that open center with the pollen showing, and often I've found that yellow or obnoxious colors can be pretty dominant. But every once in a while, you will get a winner with a closed center that's beautiful. Even then, you need to grow it a couple of years to make sure it's stable. Unfortunately, sometimes you'll get a beautiful bloom, but after a year or two, the form will change or it's just not stable and you end up not liking it as much as you did at first. So it's worth growing it out several times.